I was an energetic kid and I played sports year-round. I was always one of the leaders on the team. I just kind of had that natural talent growing up. I joined the Army when I was 17. I wanted to do something bigger with my life. So I went to basic training in Fort Benning, Georgia. I learned that I could push myself. I could do things that I never would have even imagined doing. I was excited and I was eager to go join the fight. We were getting hit a lot. We were getting hit with rocket attacks. We were getting hit with mortars. So battalion had had enough and there was this huge operation. If my platoon would get tasked with a raid, I was typically in charge of kicking the door in, me and my team. My team was lined up on the door and I kind of stand off to the side of the door because as the leader, I'm the first one in. The second the door swung open, I just saw the spray of gunfire come at the door. As soon as the raid started, it ended for me. They flew me to Walter Reed, and that's where I started all the surgeries, and they told me that I'd actually been shot side to side through the knee. So that was mass damage in my knee there. My whole goal throughout the time in the hospital was to return to active duty. But they suggested coming home to Minnesota and recovering for a few months and then trying more surgeries. And so we did that process for about 18 months, where I would do a surgery, we would do physical therapy, it would fail, and instead of cutting my leg off, they would want to do another surgery. In December 2008 is when they said that there was nothing more that they could do for my leg and that I was going to be going through the medical board process, which basically meant I was getting retired from the Army. That was the first time that I felt despair in my situation. 2009 and 2010, I was in jail quite a lot. I was in the psych wards at Regions quite a lot. My life was over in my eyes. You know, there was nothing left to live for me. I was angry and depressed and suicidal. I was drinking about a bottle of whiskey a day and a couple cases of beer. I didn't have any ambition to be alive. December 2010, a guy that I served with just put out on Facebook that he was doing a Tough Mudder. He said it was an open invite to anybody. I think I felt like this was my one chance to turn things around. It gave me focus, this temporary focus, this goal to work towards. And I went there and I met up with Sean, my friend who gave the invite. I accomplished this goal and I reconnected with some of my veteran friends, and that's when things really started to turn around for me. But then it got pretty bad right away again. I destroyed whatever was left in my knee at the Tough Mudder. December 6, 2011, they amputated my leg. It gave me control of my own life again. My progress simply depended on how far I was willing to push myself. And that's what I'm good at. And to motivate me to train hard and do my physical therapy, Sean signed us up for the Tough Mudder again that following June. 3 months after I got my first leg, we were signed up for the Tough Mudder, and I did about 6 miles on my leg and about 6.5 miles on crutches. Yeah, we carried it in a backpack. Yeah. The Denver Post was up there. The article about the Tough Mudder in the newspaper started off with a quote from me that said, "Yeah, that's my leg in the bag over there." I moved back to Minnesota in June 2013. I said, what am I good at? I'm good at pushing myself. That's when I started picking it up in the gym again. So I thought maybe I could start my own gym, being of service to other people. is something that had been missing from my life since my days in the military. But this gym would be a platform where I could be of benefit to other people again.
A St. Paul Army veteran is on a new mission in 2014.
And I started that crowdfunding campaign, and that's what got me on the news, and then that's what got me in contact with Anytime Fitness. You'd have the Anytime Fitness feel when you walk into our club, but it'd also be a little bit unique. All the staff will be veterans there. It's something I could have benefited from back when I was in Minnesota and I felt alone. What I'd like to create is sort of like a beacon for those in despair of, they just want somewhere they feel like they can go and be understood. If we inspire people to overcome serious challenges, that's what is successful to me. It's not just a gym to me anymore. It's a place of real life change. And if somebody says, seeing the things that you've gone through and you've come out the other side really propelled me to say that I can do this in my own life, and you got me here, that's my new purpose.